Yo guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're not already, subscribe to Off the Canvas Boxing, like the video, do all of those amazing stuff. Canelo Alvarez versus Triple G, closer look reaction video. Some of you guys are still butthurt from the weekend. I'm trying to get over it, but hopefully this reaction will lift up your spirit and help you get your mind off a few of the disappointing events that happened over the weekend. I'll be doing a preview to this fight closer to the event, so stay tuned. Subscribe to Off the Canvas Boxing. Let's get straight into this. Let's go. Okay.
You said in the press huddle earlier that you're going to continuously come forward in this fight. Someone asked you if you thought that was dangerous, and you said, "Yeah, it is." On September 7th.
Yeah, he's a danger fighter. If you want something, you need to risk. I'm able to risk something to accomplish what I want.
Fight fans, welcome back.
First of all, I show him who is number one, who is real champ.
Okay.
On September 17, we witnessed the third installment of an unmissable boxing rivalry.
Good luck in September.
La suerte es para los mediocres, my friend.
Pugilistic pride dictates that neither fighter has yet to truly gain the upper hand. Always competitive, never conclusive.
The first half of the fight, Canelo was beating Triple G up.
Let me know who you guys have with it in the comment section below as well, guys. I'll let my prediction be a little bit later on, but it's gonna be a bit wild. Let's go.
Over the second half of the fight, Triple G was beating Canelo up.
A Mexican maestro with unique abilities and furious finishing instincts.
And it is over! They have stopped the fight!
That have traversed the weight classes and turned him into a modern-day superstar. Facing a confident Kazakh with a legitimate legacy and the punching power to turn any fight at any moment.
I just want to say this man is strong as hell, powerful, just powerful, man.
The opportunity arises for one man to become king of the trilogy. Here we take a closer look at Saul Canelo Alvarez.
I was born ready.
Versus Gennady Triple G Golovkin.
Big drama show. Let's go. Let's do it.
Let's go.
Welcome to a Motivedia presentation.
Golvokin, you are next, my friend.
I'm stay here. I'm real champion.
Canelo Alvarez entered
English speaking Canelo is the best, man. Sounds like Scarface. I'm here for it. Let's go.
the T-Mobile Arena in a strange position. He was supposed to be riding high, his career path a preordained formality.
My manager and trainer want me to fight in 175 with Dimitri Bivol, so I just do it.
Competing some 35 pounds above his debut weight.
154 super welterweight.
And there's the left hook to the body. Canelo is beginning to put a physical imprint on the fight.
160 middleweight.
Canelo just looks so much bigger physically than Cotto.
Oh, good right
hand by Canelo. 2 rounds to 1.
168 super middleweight.
You can see the body on Canelo Alvarez at 168 plus pounds because he weighs more now. First round, and Canelo has his man down already.
Danger. Warning.
Canelo, better leave, better be here than Bivol alone too. Stay away from both them guys.
I've said this in the past. I said, if a guy's gonna beat him, it's gonna be this guy. It's gonna be Bivol. And he has punching power also to hurt Canelo, I believe, too.
Oh, and a beautiful right hand. Over inside a round.
This is a big opportunity for me to show my skills.
Bivol, he's strong. He can punch with both hands. When he throws a jab, if it touches you, you're gonna feel it.
Warning.
You got a guy like Joe Smith Jr. who he's facing.
Yeah, that fight broke my heart, man. The Craig Spider Richards fight. I think. Where is it? This one. Yeah. This one broke my heart, man. I really wanted Craig to win, but you know, you win some, you lose some. Let's go.
You got a guy like Joe Smith Jr. who he's facing.
Smith.
The beast from the east. You could tell he's a little discouraged with Bivol's power and the timing.
Listen. There's only one beast from the east, and his name is Anthony A.Y. Yard. Lies in the camp. Talk to me.
Behind it.
Billy burns a lot of gas in the 11th, and now Bivol has him hurt. Hard right hand. Smith has never been down.
Still undefeated and still the WBA light heavyweight.
I know I read earlier that you actually put some money down on Bivol to beat Canelo.
I just see that Canelo's used to fighting aggressive fighters.
And then put a whole lot of weight. Junior wants to get Alvarez along the ropes.
Guys who come forward and after him.
Because he's fighting a guy who's going to be all over him. Kirkland firing away. Lands a left, lands another left. Cut, man.
Canelo's used to fighting aggressive fighters.
Warning.
Working with Junior for the first time. Shot low on the right hand. Down goes Kirkland.
And I knew Bivol wasn't going to give him that.
This kid is skilled. He's class.
Johnny!
He knows how to pressure a fighter.
Body shots.
He knows how to dissect a fighter.
No. Guys, you got to drop a like on this video. The editing from Multimedia. I've got to give you guys credit. Let's go.
He knows how to box, keep the distance within that safe zone where he's doing the hitting and he's not getting hit.
Good right hand. Look at that.
This is an outstanding champion in his absolute prime, ready for the opportunity of his life.
Look at that.
Against the pound-for-pound king of boxing, Saul Canelo Alvarez.
Like, when you see Bivol, sometimes you just think to yourself, why did I predict Canelo Alvarez to win? Maybe I bought into the hype. Maybe I just bought into the hype. But literally everyone I was speaking to, we all thought Canelo Alvarez was going to win. Only Daddy from Fight Fan TV, and there was another person, I think it might have been Bass, that said Bivol might win. I could be mistaken.
This is the first fight for Canelo since his second fight with Triple G back in 2018 that I actually think that his opponent can win.
You are next, my friend.
In fairness, I did believe as well around that period of time that Canelo Alvarez, in this fight in particular, beating Bivol was going to be up there as part of his top 3 opponents that he's beaten in the past. I think Triple G was definitely up there, and I think I think he was probably going to be number 2 in that list because of how big Bivol is in terms of size, durability, and just how dominant he is at that weight class. And that's a very big weight class that you have to then step up to. It's a big jump. So definitely he was going to be amongst Canelo Alvarez's top 3 hardest opponents, irrespective of whether he won, lost, or draw. So yeah, definitely knew that.
So that jab will be effective even if it's just touching those gloves.
And you can see when Bivol throws the 1-2s like this, he is scoring.
Obvious, and they're starting to affect.
Canelo's a slick, smart fighter, but he's gonna have a little bit of problems trying to figure out Bivol because of his style. Bivol has a unique style.
Roll with the punches and speak through my fashion. Covered in black shades and flashes.
Oh, look at Bivol. Look at him go. Oh, my word, Bivol.
But we've seen this before with Canelo Alvarez, where he's biding his time, maybe even losing rounds, and then in a flash, he turns it on.
Struggling for late fight stamina, desperately hoping his powerful bicep blows would provide a bailout.
Did he ever hurt you? Yeah, my arm right there. We've seen that from Canelo opponents in the past.
He can't move it anyway. Yeah.
Canelo's face showed the scars of battle as Bivol screamed the last word in every exchange.
He's still undefeated and still the WBA heavyweight champion of the world.
Canelo lost to Dmitry Bivol, a strong, sharp champion who refused to bow to reputation.
And you know what? On this one, I think Canelo Alvarez couldn't hurt his opponent. The last couple of years, when it came to the likes of Billy Joe Saunders, Caleb Plant, etc., he couldn't hurt Bivol, and ultimately he didn't throw enough punches, and that's all she wrote. Literally, it's that simple.
And Floyd Mayweather, 19 years old, out of Grand Rapids, Michigan.
So how do you want to be remembered?
Am I wrong for saying that I'm the best? Don't it also show?
Decision, the first U.S. victory over Cuba since Leon Spinks in 1976.
Dedication.
Nice right hand by Mayweather off the jab. And now Mayweather beginning to tee off on Alvarez. Alvarez standing flat-foot on the ropes.
And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy.
He got cooked.
And Canelo is a champion, and a true champion like Canelo, he can take a loss and bounce back.
Prior to that encounter, Canelo was in the form of his life.
To become the first undisputed super middleweight of all time. There's never been a super middleweight to do that, so I want to be the first.
Caleb Plant, hands down, making guys completely miss, pivoting out.
Because I'm going to show you up the same way I showed him up.
See how fast those hands are. One tempo through the course of a fight, and if you can't keep up, then you got to get out of the ring. But
Canelo Alvarez was talking about unifying. He has to go through you to do that.
And you a drug cheat. And you a drug cheat. You got suspended for 6 months. You're a cheater.
Say whatever you say.
You think Canelo's a cheater? Did he get suspended for 6 months?
He ain't lying.
He did. Okay.
Don't even know what they meant for. You better use your manners. Back to attacking the beat.
Hey, remember, it's easy to sit in those seats. It ain't easy to stand up here. Remember that.
Slick, let me, yeah.
And Canelo has had issues with slick boxers in the past.
I mean, Canelo's gonna jab the out of Canelo and pop his head back over and over again.
For Plant, he needs to establish that jab.
But the power shots that Canelo's gonna throw is gonna win the fight.
The shots to the body and you want to see something special on you.
Could have hacked it. Could have hacked
Feel.
A Caleb Plant KO secured undisputed status at super middleweight.
The coronation is complete.
Talk of further PBC battles with the likes of
The Mexican monster.
Who?
Benavidez.
David Benavidez,
He ain't no Mexican monster.
Jermall Charlo, or even an audacious move to cruiserweight were being entertained as the search for a challenge gathered pace.
You remember that
He
guy?
looked simply unstoppable. Canelo will now shed those extra pounds and return to 168 to face an old rival whose name he just cannot seem to escape.
This is a very good drama show, you know, this present just for you. Who is number one right now?
Oh, speaking about Special K, we just saw him getting bagged out by Gennady Golovkin. Shouldn't have taken that fight. Golovkin is about 2-3 weight classes above him. Yeah, it was too much, basically too soon. But Ebony Bridges, I'm not gonna say anything. Let's carry on. Big up, Kel.
Bring him, I show you.
While a lengthy run of middleweight title defenses enhances Gennady Golovkin's credentials,
The highest KO ratio in middleweight championship history.
so far that one gigantic name remains absent from his win column.
I want unification, big Big fight. Let's go. Let's do it, guys.
If Golovkin's most recent outing against Ryota Murata is anything to go by, this potent puncher has hit a decline.
This Olympic gold medalist enters the ring.
It was a good fight. I remember this one. It was actually a good fight. I called it, well, I said that it wasn't necessarily old age that made him start slow. It was his ring rust. He's been out the ring for a couple of years prior to this fight, so yeah, it looked like it. But towards the back end of the fight, he looked really good. Olympic one, yeah, Olympic.
Murata's got it.
Never the most defensively responsible, struggling to find his early rhythm.
And Triple G can do this in the early stages of fights too, where his opponent might offer up flashier shots.
Triple G displayed vulnerability to the ribcage.
Another good body shot there from Murata, and a deep breath from Triple G.
Once he shook off the rust of inactivity,
Big drama show. Let's go. Let's do it.
the veteran's vaunted power was too much for the WBA champion to withstand.
So Triple G gave up on the jab. Hard right hand, that knocked the mouthpiece out. Night. Hard right hand from Golovkin, and Murata goes down.
Still the IBF and now the WBA middleweight champion.
Golovkin insists that he holds no personal hatred for Canelo and competes only for sport.
In the past, you've called him dishonest and cheating and dirty.
Right, you didn't believe that Canelo was clean. Why is that?
3-4 doctors sent me photos, just videos.
You stand by the words that you've said in the past?
Whatever unfinished business we have, we are going to meet each other in the ring and resolve it.
But this is an intensely driven individual, and any lingering respect has waned. Golovkin is preparing to walk through walls to prevail, and his creaking frame may benefit from more recovery time in a higher division.
Hold on.
And his creaking
Why does he run funny?
frame may benefit from more recovery time in a higher division. From unknown Eastern European destroyer to HBO's big drama show,
And if the level of competition is indeed rising, it isn't rising fast enough.
This is my home. This is my home.
Golovkin has toiled to lure the biggest names into the ring. There is hope in some quarters that he can turn back the clock and finally produce a legacy-defining display. Across 228 professional rounds, only in a 2019 catchweight clash with Steve Rolls has Golovkin timidly ventured away from his zone.
There it is again. And a left behind another right now. Woodall is.
This isn't a tune-up fight.
He's about to go.
And on June 8th, I look forward to solidifying myself as one of the best in the division.
A real boxing fan, you want to see this fight.
Big drama show, and Steve Rolls is up for the challenge.
Tonight makes his return to the ring after 9 months.
Triple G agreeing to a 3-year, 6-fight deal with DAZN in June. That, of course, after Canelo Alvarez signed to DAZN.
By KO victory from Karaganda, Kazakhstan.
4 rounds. How do you rate his power?
Jab. Our right hand to the body.
Good shot by Steve Rolls right there. Having a good right hand on Golovkin.
I don't feel,
Okay.
Sorry.
Do you think that you gave him, Canelo Alvarez, a reason to say, sign me up? Did you make your point to him?
Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Of course, guys. I'm ready to Canelo. Just bring him. Just ask him. I'm ready. Today I stay here.
Coming in 2.5 inches taller than his adversary, how will a career middleweight handle the additional 8 inches taller than his adversary?
Look at that forearm. You lot see what I'm seeing? This is what I'm saying. Bruv, when he claps you with that forearm. Oh man, that's a forearm of all forearms. Let's go.
A career middleweight handle the additional 8 pounds? especially against an opponent who has garnered much success north of 160. With a half-inch reach disparity, Golovkin landed a combined 226 jabs across his previous 2 fights with Canelo. But punches and bunches will be the key to rattling the undisputed king, whose 64% KO ratio is underpinned by big knockouts over tentative opponents throwing single shots.
Kovalev's not even committing to it. There it is. Kovalev's hurt. Kovalev's down. Kovalev's out. It's over. No mas.
Golovkin's heavy-handed 84% KO statistic is enhanced by his ruthless dispatching of overmatched challengers.
And here it is in real speed. Another look at the rally that produced the knockout.
Since turning pro in 2005, aged 15, Canelo's rise through the weights has been well documented. Steadily maturing by the year, this 61-bout boxer has completed 448 total rounds.
Lara's defense is basically his movement. That's really true. Oh, there's a off balance, though. He was off balance.
Canelo puts his down. Say, come on and take it. Let's go. Give me more.
Despite his losses,
Can't hit the guy. He's so good. He's so good. So good. That's why he's the number one.
You know, I take my hat off to Canelo. He's a true champion. A true champion can take a loss and bounce back.
the Guadalajara native remains loyal to the Reynosos.
Shoot it from there, just like that. Nice. Right back. I need more than one.
While Jonathan Banks has served as Triple G's trainer since he split from Abel Sanchez and an adopted Mexican style.
This is my style, like Mexican style. This is fight. This is not game, this is fight.
At 40 years old, does Triple G still possess the stamina and resolve to follow the Bivol blueprint and let his hands go enough to finally get one over on Canelo? Golovkin's increased susceptibility to body attacks remains a concern.
Ooh, good body shot there. From Murata.
Even though Golovkin was ultimately too physically strong for Murata, if the Japanese slugger can elicit such distress, then Canelo's borderline barrages will be merciless.
Business is changing. It's not all board.
I don't know about that, guys. I don't know about that, though. Even though the body shots from Canelo is very good, I don't think that would have a huge impact on Golovkin as of today, because I think Golovkin has really taken off that ring rust that he had against Murata, and I think that Canelo Alvarez, the volume of punches he's throwing these days isn't as high as he was, when he was younger. It's a tough one to call, but yeah, watch out for the preview closer to the fight.
Despite Golovkin's deterioration in stamina and footwork, his heavy hands and iron chin remain. While trying to slow down Canelo's tank-like structure, Triple G's previous hesitance to target the Mexican's body is probably due to Canelo's swift counterpunching abilities upstairs. Canelo will likely seek a return to the sharp, calculated combos of old.
Golovkin's jabs, it really is an effective boxing. You're being pushed back by the stronger fighter in the fight. So right now, Canelo is keeping this fight in the center of the ring.
The top-heavy, built-for-power approach that withered the likes of Billy Joe Saunders, Callum Smith, and Sergey Kovalev had little impact on Bivol.
Get the f*** out of here, man.
Golovkin's power is always a potential game-changer, but he's landed plenty of shots in Canelo already.
Tight punches as well. Right hand again by Golovkin.
Apart from round 10 of their rematch,
This is my big present just for you. A little bit fatigued. Good. That was a big right hand there by Golvokin.
Gennady has failed to budge a man now used to soaking up bombs from fully fledged super middleweights and light heavyweights.
Body shot there by Kovalev.
After Dmitry Bivol's surprise conquest, the first to test Canelo's resolve will be a man who has already engaged him across 72 minutes of ferocious action. One rogue scorecard aside,
Adelaide Bird scores it 118 to 110 for Canelo.
The judges have repeatedly struggled to split them during 24 razor-thin rounds, but only one has ever scored a fight in favor of the Kazakh. Now with Father Time
he should have won the first fight. He should have won the first fight. That's in my humble opinion. But that, you know,
knocking ever harder on the door, Golvokin will struggle to finally swing the momentum his way. They now stand on the verge of completing another of the sport's great trilogies. When the final chapter of both respective careers is written, their names will be intrinsically linked. But when the dust settles, who will have enhanced their standing even further?
Guys, I'm ready right now.
Victory for Golvokin will erase the pain of the previous showdowns and prove to the world that he has the beating of his nemesis all along. Canelo's personal mission is to continue making history. Victory for him categorically closes the chapter on a generational rival and proves that he is this duo's dominant force.
Let's go. Let's go. What a video. Guys, I'm pumped for this fight. Stay tuned. Subscribe to Off the Canvas Boxing. We'll do content around this fight as well. So be sure to check those ones out when it does drop. But until next time, peace, love, and prosperity. And I'm going to see you in the next video. Peace.